And then she was like, I'll sue you for the rights of this movie and you know I'll win, right? So I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm telling you, it's not about that. So I tell her, let me call you tomorrow. Oh yeah, she told us like she made you and she built you and she made your career. And I was like, what? No, that's not what happened. And I was like, you mean like helped me and like promoted me? And she was like, no, like what you have is because of her. And I was like,
so if you haven't seen what's going on, Elsa, content creator, TikToker, fashion creator, is calling out Naomi Campbell in these videos and tweets. And it is very shocking with what is going on. Please listen attentively. Hey guys, it's Maroli. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back at again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button. It is daily and consistent content. Comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. Back at it again with the crochet, and let's get into this video coming to you from Sao Paulo, Brazil on a very sunny, beautiful day today. So Elsa has come forth in a very long 8-minute video that she has now deleted within 24 hours after going viral and posting it, where she has expressed that her relationship with Naomi Campbell became very strained. Long story short, they became good friends through the industry. She reached out to Naomi when she was in Nairobi shopping. They ended up becoming good friends, or became good acquaintances, and then it came to the point when Naomi was running around telling people that she made Elsa. She was the reason why Elsa was so successful, and of course Elsa was displeased with this narrative going around because it was just not factually true. Conversations about her creating a documentary in Nairobi, Elsa, and Naomi heard about this as they had shared conversations that she felt like Naomi felt like Elsa was stealing her ideas and was flipped on her and said that I will sue you and I will win because of my leverage and who I am. There was a party that Elsa had gone to where Edward Enfield was there, and she then had realized the consequences of this strained relationship with Naomi because even Edward was being weird with her. Essentially the beginning of being blackballed in this industry. Extremely upset about this situation, she desperately tried to apologize to Naomi. Naomi basically is a mean girl, and that's basically what she's being exposed for. But not only that, but there seems to be some form of trafficking allegations that are being hit when it comes to everything going on with Naomi in this scenario. And I find this to be very alarming indeed, that there would be this level of situations. She says, LOL, no, she threatened to sue and post screenshots of a time I asked for her to help me with some older white executives that were trying to sleep with me. I'm now moving on and leaving it in the past. So for the fact that she's using that as leverage against her is a mean girl tactic and move. But are we surprised when it comes to Naomi? She was on those flight lists, once again, sitting there with Weinstein, sitting there with Ghislaine Maxwell, sitting there with Epstein, always with the wrong people at the wrong situations. And because of who she is and her status, that is just an excuse. But if a young 19-year-old girl at the time is coming to you to say, this is what is going on, these white men or these old executives trying to sleep with me, to leverage, and that's basically what it is in this, not just the Hollywood and the actors you see, but also as content creators, influencers, to accelerate and be in the right rooms, you need to be sleeping with a lot of these older men. There's a lot of this trafficking that's going on. And for her to say that I'm going to use these screenshots of you coming to ask me for help against you is nasty work. That is disgusting. That this has gone entirely viral. Basically just discussing how the relationship was strained because Naomi is a mean girl, and for the fact that she's trying to use this information against her is, in my opinion, disgusting. How was you coming, like the woman is 19, just at that point she's a girl. And what I'm sick and tired of is the fact that people look at somebody who's, once they hit 18, they're an adult, when it's factually not true. You may be classed legally as an adult, but mentally you are far from, especially when it comes to being in sexual environment. You very well can be exploited. Trafficking definitely takes place. Hello, you're looking at somebody who was trafficked. I was between men, at the very young age of 17 to 19, with much older men, being forced to satisfy their weird, dark kinks and whatever they want to do. And some of those men definitely worked in these kind of industries and etc., essentially passing me around and, would threaten to expose or use things against me if I were try to get out on top of it. And unfortunately, what happened is everybody came for me as a 17 to 19-year-old young boy being exploited, but not the grown men. And this is exactly what she is discussing herself. She was 19. 19 is very young, extremely young, as somebody who was being exploited by these white executives and men trying to be passed around, and nobody was helping her. And she says in a later tweet, I've been trying to speak on this, but I've been going through this alone for a very long time. There are so many young boys and girls of color who are being ignored for the fact that we are being passed around, forced to do things. I was drugged, beaten, R-worded, etc. But nobody was having a conversation when it comes to me about why these grown men in their 40s are asking somebody of the age of 18 to do ridiculous things. Nobody's questioning why Naomi ignored when she was trying to help out for Reach. Help me. These men are trying to do things for me. That's probably the police now, doing God knows what. I don't know what. This world is too much. And instead of you helping this young 19-year-old girl, you're going to screenshot those messages of her asking for help and use it against her and expose it. This is how these abusers work. That is an abusive, disgusting, tactical move. And that is the main point of this video that I'm trying to look at. This is what these people do. If they're traffickers or they're enable, they say, listen, I'm going to use this against you. I'm going to expose this against you and gridlock you, and you are not able to move or go anywhere. And who's going to listen to this Elsa girl at that time? 19 is a very young age. The girl is being exploited. She's not in charge of these grown men and these executives and etc. They have the power. They are the ones who are trying to use her and exploit her. And I wouldn't be surprised if Naomi knew these connections and was trying to facilitate or expedite it. I would not be surprised. You know, this is not the first time she's been accused of XYZ, and yet again it's coming out from somebody. But this time social media is around, and this time this person is a very grown influencer. She's just been exposed as a mean girl, which I'm not really surprised by. But in the modeling world, in the influencing world, in the Hollywood world, it's very easy to traffic and expedite people. We all saw what Diddy was doing and how disgusting it was. And for the fact that he admitted that he was using his modeling agency to traffic Cassie through to other men. It's insidious. He's currently facing a lawsuit for trafficking a 17-year-old girl. I'm just frustrated by the fact that some people believe that once you hit 18, you're suddenly adult enough. You are extremely young, and there's a huge age gap between 17, 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds and much older men, and how they will exploit young people, young boys and girls, for their disgusting fantasies and uses, and then will immediately discard you. And these men are never fucking held accountable, or someone like Naomi is never fucking held accountable. The audacity for this woman to use her leverage, her image, who she is, and an individual person to say, oh, you're coming to me about people trying to traffic you, I'm gonna use it against you. That's disgusting, bro. That's absolutely wild. And because of the leverage that she holds in this industry, people don't want to speak up against it. If you're not speaking up against resistance, if you're not speaking up against abuse, if you're not speaking up against those who are in power and abuse it, then what are you doing in this life? I just don't understand. That is what people's purpose should be, to speak up against injustice. And I'm glad that she came out with this video. She also stated that she deleted this video for her own peace, and for the fact that she wants to make peace, which is what a lot of young boys and girls want. They want peace. They don't want to deal with this stress because they've dealt with enough. So I can relate to what Elsa is saying. It's also very triggering for me, her tweets coming out saying that this is what she was going through, or this is what these white executives were trying to do to her. And when she would ask someone like Naomi of leverage for help, Naomi turned against her, because she was like, I've been doing this. Like, I wouldn't even know why you would even want to go to Naomi, considering what she's been accused of in regards to being on these flight lists. Like, I just find it to be, there's always something about Naomi being in a position where there's something shifty going on, and my girl's innocent. It just don't make no sense. And I just wish that people wouldn't, you know, especially during Fashion Week, lick someone's ass like hers, and actually, you know, I don't know, I just don't understand. I'm not accusing Naomi of being guilty of this, that, but it's just so, again, we're having this conversation about her. That's what I'm trying to say. Again, we're having this conversation about her. How I'm just going mad, because how can Elsa really say this and Naomi just gets away with it? And for the fact that, you know, she's threatened to sue her, you have power over you, etc. Like, you're a mean girl to her, but when it comes to you hanging around with all these weird people in the industry, it just so happened to be that you're just this famous person and you get spotted with them at events. Yeah, make of this what you will. Do subscribe to the channel, click that button, guys. It is daily and consistent content. Comment down below. A lot of people are discussing this conversation. They're not letting it go. Yet again, Naomi's placed in this position, but I think nothing will take place as of usual, and people forget it within 48 to 72 hours. Subscribe to the channel, click that button. Free Palestine, free Congo, and free Sudan for their rife genocides that are going through in their lives right now. Nothing that we are going through in the Western world is far worse than what these people are going through. These horrific genocides, so many young babies and women being R-worded and killed, innocent men being R-worded and killed. It is disgusting and sad. Use your platform, whether you're an influencer, content creator, or whether you're not, for right and for justice. You should. Subscribe, click that button, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.